along with Wes Goatley and our partners at Brighton Digital Festival, we decided to give the kids the task of solving inner city pollution. I think it's really important for kids to engage with big problems like pollution, because there are so many big problems out there which they're going to end up having to solve when they're older, and if we let them see them now and start thinking about them now, then it will help them in their futures.
My name is Wesley Goatley. I'm an artist working with data. I make installation-based art, sculptures, visualization, sonifications, that try to get out what data is in the world and what the kind of politics is of it and how we can engage with it and teach ourselves more about it. What was obvious from this discussion was that the students here were like brilliantly engaged and were already thinking like, oh, what could we do with this? Not like what should it sound like, but what could it sound like, and what not should it look like, but what could we make it look like? And that's really encouraging to think about for the future.
In a business environment, you have people who are always trying to come up with ideas under an awful lot of pressure, and perhaps they won't have quite so much creativity, whereas children genuinely can think out of the box and miles out of the box. They'll really try and look at a problem from all sorts of different angles. And I think it's really important for businesses to help with education with children, because they are the future. The actual thinking around the ideas, that like thinking about how pollution makes you feel, is quite a big deal, because that matters.
Getting a new perspective on everything was to me the most exciting thing, and the standard was fantastic. Just for the kids to be able to stand up, on their own in a big room with people with a kind of Dragon's Den row of judges was just fantastic.
For someone to be able to show off their invention makes it that much more empowering and enjoyable, and if you can show something off and get recognition for it, then it gives you that boost to go again. So I think that's the main reason we like to show these things off at Onca and in other galleries.
Just really enjoyed listening to them presented just some kind of crazy out there ideas, but also some really interesting things around combining kind of biological solutions and technical solutions into one thing, and and things that were kind of instantly implementable as well. I think we chose the winner for that reason, that it seemed very implementable. It was something that you could imagine happening pretty quickly and probably at not a huge cost. And I think it's really important for people to understand, that what's going around them. We can't see air pollution, so it's something that we cannot think about a lot of the time, and to actually kind of see some representation of what it's like on that particular day or that particular moment is really important. And the fact that they'd kind of thought about using the emojis to represent like good and bad as a kind of universal, it supersedes language, it supersedes understanding of the numbers. I just thought that was fantastic.
Pollution Solution Project is quite a creative project. I enjoy it. Everyone else came up with really good ideas as well. Really creative, to be honest.
I think it's important to have a say in your ideas, because everyone has to do it in their life. You will come across it, and you may as well start it when you're younger.
I thought the standard was really high, and it was so varied as well. They were coming up with so many different ideas, real novel things to solve a real tangible problem. I was hugely impressed by them all.
We'd also like to say a really big thank you to all of the judges and the businesses who got involved, came along and gave us talks, donated some prizes, and just helped us out with the whole project.